folks, we're going to embark on the final leg of this video tutorial series to introduce you to Bluehost and just to review the services that Bluehost offers. It's been a long journey thus far, 20 videos, all each less than 10 minutes. However, this is a big decision, and we understand that, and we don't want you just jumping in without understanding what it is that you're getting into. But again, we'll say for the final time, $83 for all of these services. I mean, look at this, folks. Most of them free. It's crazy not to transfer your services to Bluehost, or if you're launching a website or doing something like this, to sign up with Bluehost. So with that said, folks, we want to go down and get the final part of this video tutorial series done. We were very thorough as we thought we needed to be. But again, it is a very, very serious decision. So we're down to the advanced section, and we're just going to hit a couple of things down here that we think are certainly very important. So we'll go to Apache handlers real quick, and this basically manages your files or certain file extensions of your site. This is definitely for advanced users. We found no reason at all to use this for our businesses over the year, but you may want to look through that and see if you want to use Apache to manage your website files. So the next thing we're going to go to down is Image Manager. Now, when it comes to Image Manager, as we said, this allows you, and it tells you what it does right here. It allows you to modify image in your account. You can change the size of your image, convert your file types, or other that. Let's go to Thumbnailer real quick. So this is basically, folks, this is basically what your files will look like. This is what your files will look like inside the file manager. We purposely let us go down here real quick. We purposely skip this. We purposely skip this, and the reason is that if you use WordPress, if you use a WordPress here, this is the best of all worlds here, because again, when you upload your document or you upload your images or videos and that to WordPress, WordPress is connected to Bluehost, so it's automatically going to take care of these things here, like FTP accounts. Let's open up FTP accounts. Now, this is all about uploading files and documents and all that, but that's just a lot of work for nothing. I mean, it has never impacted our business negatively because we didn't use the so-called FileZilla type FTP account things. Disk space storage, this is something obviously good to look at because it'll tell you how much disk space you're using. And what we said to you was certainly you need to watch your disk usage, because at some point you're going to start getting charged by Bluehost for that. But we said all that to say this. We're not going to go into this because at the end of the day, and we teach you how to back up here, but that's part of our premium service and services. So go to our website and sign up for our WordPress e-curriculum. But we didn't, because folks, when you install WordPress, you will be amazed at how much work it takes out of your time. It just cuts off work. I mean, it's so easy. You just log in. You can install simple scripts, everything you need right here. Your domain manager. I mean, it is absolutely beautiful. And truthfully, and we don't want Bluehost to do this, but even if Bluehost charged 3 times what they did per year, we'd pay it because it is worth it and then some. So the next thing that we're going to go down to is Index Manager, and this is just your web root, and this just speaks to your files in your file manager, and then document root and those types of things. But again, that's for an advanced user. Error pages, we already talked to you about error pages. Now, this is something you really need to understand. Edit common error codes. And a couple of our video tutorials here, we have thrown around like 404 errors and 301 redirects and all that. So you can just go here, and it tells you what this is for. Informs the visitor there's a problem with accessing your site. Like we said, folks, this is wow, this is just not good. This is just, you need to manage this. When you get these errors in your stat tracker, you need to do well on these right here. Authorization required. This could be administrative. authorization for somebody who's helping you manage your site. Right here could be a member area or of some kind that just nobody can get to. Let's go to HTTP codes. So again, this is 403, 404, and all of these things. So you want to master and watch for 404 errors over the years. Those are the ones that have come up on our stat log. So just understand that. Cron jobs is something that you really we haven't used. You just go ahead and basically a cron job allows you to automate certain things on your website. So we're not going to get into that. Maybe you can command a script to run at a certain time. Maybe you back up your site a certain time every time, so you can those settings are right here, or you back your data up every so often. So that's basically what cron jobs are for. So we're going back down. This is front page extensions. There's a video tutorial here. So we just want to just tell you that just watch the video tutorial. It'll explain it. The Microsoft and that, man, we don't want to go there. We really don't. So server status is definitely something good to look at, and it'll just tell you just like it says, what it does is notify you of outages when there's going to be your services, back office or cPanel services won't be available because of maintenance and upgrades. So definitely sign up for an email alert on this. And then process manager down here, this is we don't have anything running, and this is a service we've never used. We were familiar with what it does, but we don't find it necessary. We don't want to confuse you, so we're going to leave it alone. We already went over this, the 404 settings. We don't have any 404 pages right now because both of the sites on this particular hosting account anyway are tore down and these types of things. So just manage your 404 errors. You don't, it will cost your business money. And lastly, we want to go into MIME types real quick, and this is again for advanced users, and you can obviously search and it lets you browse like for certain extensions. Maybe it's an HTML file, maybe it's a text file, maybe it's a PDF file, or whatever it is installed on your site. So you just want to go down there and familiarize yourself with the MIME function. Now folks, this is critical. This is critical. What are you going to do? Are you going to continue to browse around and look for some services and keep on delaying either transferring your site, launching your business, or just trying to figure out how to operate the back office of your Bluehost? We need you to do something. We want you to go down to the video description section of this video, folks, and what we want you to do is click on the link to Bluehost that's in there, in our section there, and just head on over to Bluehost. Pay the $83, folks. Sign up. What you have now is you have the most extent. You've just received 20 video tutorials reviewing back office functions at Bluehost. Where else are you going to find just somebody, a webmaster that is hosted by Bluehost that's not being paid by Bluehost to just kind of, it's not being paid to produce these video series, but we are so excited about them that they didn't have to pay us to actually produce this video series. But we are so excited that folks, we were happy to introduce you to these services. We were happy to introduce you to these services. Everything you need to run a serious business is here. Folks, we just shot over, what is 10 minutes times 20? That's over 3. Folks, we just shot over 3 hours of a review. We are so excited. So folks, go down to the description link in this section and sign up for Bluehost. And that ends your video tutorial series on Bluehost cPanel.